Okay, g'day folks, and welcome back to KIERAN'S training. So if you watched the previous video, you would have seen how to do the pre-start checks on a boom. Well, once they're done, you need to do some startup checks. So in this video, we'll go through the basic startup checks, and once we've done that, we'll jump in the basket, and then we'll look at how to operate it with a few little tips on how to keep everything nice and smooth. Okay, so when we're down at the bottom, so on this particular model, first thing you need to make sure of is that the E-stop is pulled out on both the basket and down the bottom. Right, so I've just pulled it out on the basket, so we'll pull that E-stop out, okay, with your little switch here. All right, so your little switch, if you're going to be operating the controls in the basket, you need to have it switched over there, and if you're using the ground controls, then we switch it over to this side. So when we're doing the startup checks, we want to make sure the ground controls work first, so we're going to flip it over here. Okay, so we've flipped over the ground controls. Then we can hit our start button here. Alright, and that will fire up the machine for us. Okay, now once that's fired up, we want to go through and make sure that each of the controls are actually working. On this particular model, we have our dead man switch here. So that needs to be held on, and then we can move each motion one at a time. Okay, so we can go boom extend and boom in, and make sure that it actually works. Okay, if you hold it, right, then we can try our sleeve, right, and we can see the machine sleeve slide. Right, we can do our basket twist. Make sure the basket twists. Right. Up and down on the basket. Right. Then up on one arm, down on the other arm. Right. Okay, and try and do this one more time. So on that one, so that goes up. Okay, so when you're doing your pre-starts, you want to make sure everything stands all the way out fully, because you need to make sure that everything is fully working. Now, just to save a bit of time, because I'm sure you don't want to sit here and listen to me, we'll only do those short movements just to make sure everything's actually working. All right, so just let me bring that basket back down a little bit. Okay, now that we've got our basket down, next thing we need to do is we need to put our harness on so that we can then climb into the basket, and once we're in the basket, then we'll go through the controls in the basket. Now, before we do that, what we need to make sure of is that we do change the controls over to the top basket, okay? Because believe me, you'll do it many a times where you'll go through all your pre-starts and you will forget to turn this key over. Alright, so we can turn it off and flip that key back over to the top box. Alright, so we'll go get a harness on and we'll jump into the basket. Alright, so what we're going to do now is we are going to jump in the machine, we're going to kick her in the guts, and we're going to go through the checks in the machine before we start operating it. Grab your lanyard and make sure you hook it onto your anchor point. Okay, now we'll go through our controls. So everything's nice and clearly marked. Now the first thing we need to do, make sure that E-stop's pulled out, which it is. All right, so then we need to start it. So when you go to start and boom lift, you don't put your foot on the dead man. All right, when you start it, your foot has to be off the dead man, and then for any controls after that, then you'll need your foot on the dead man to activate it. But when you're starting, no dead man, just leave your feet nice and clear. Okay, so we'll point it back down. All right, so we'll give that a start. Now the quickest and easiest thing to start to check first, we can check our crush bar. So make sure that's working, and that should cut the motor out and stop everything from working. Once that goes off, in order to reset it, over this side, I'll just give that a little bit of a turn, make sure you can see it. there's a reset button. We can push that one down and then we can start it up again. Okay, so we know that works. Let's just take this off. Okay, so this is just a device to prevent it from going too high, but we don't want that today. So we'll put that down there. Okay, now with our different controls, the first thing we want to check is our dead man. What you can do, you got your dead man down here, put your foot on the dead man, you'll hear the engine rev up. Keep it on there. Now if you keep it on there and you don't make any movements, you should find it will cut out on you. Alright, and there you go. Alright, so that's just an extra safety device so that you don't just jam something in there to try and keep it on and try and cheat the system. Alright, so we know the dead man's working. Now to operate anything, alright, we need our foot on the dead man, and then we got our controls here. Alright, let's put you back up there and have a look at these controls. Alright, so this is the most common control you're going to use. So you can go up and you can go down. Well, the one in the middle lifts our center section of the boom. Okay, and the one on the far right, down here, alright, so that's going to be our travel, forwards and backwards, alright. On top, you have your steering, so steer left and right, alright, and you want to check your brakes, so drive forward and let go of it, and make sure everything works fine there as well, alright. Back over to this control, so we had our up and down. It also includes your slew, so we can use that to slew around, and we can slew back the other way. Alright, now we want to make sure everything's working, so make sure our horn is working. Right, twist the basket. Now this one, you see it's got a secondary lock on it, because you want the platform to stay nice and level, although if you do this, it will put the basket on an angle, which you really want to try and avoid. It's only in rare circumstances you may require that one. Okay, going along, alright, we extend the boom out, we extend the boom in. Alright, and then this is to lift just that knuckle for the basket itself. Alright, now over here you've got your rabbit and you've got your turtle. Alright, so it speeds things up or slow things down. Now if you're going to be travelling on an incline, you want to push it up that way, and that'll slow everything down as well. If you're going to be travelling, you want to have the boom high enough so that you can see over the front. But you want to keep the boom in the cradle, because that will avoid any extra bounce as you're travelling. Now to do that, rather than lift the boom up, just lift your basket up and keep the boom hard in the cradle. So, I'll just spin around so you can see what's happening. Okay, so rather than lifting the boom out of the cradle, I'm just lifting this section of the boom, right, until I get enough height to clearly see where I'm going. Right. Now, by doing that, that's going to avoid all that extra bounce and springiness you're going to get in the boom, and it's going to stop it from slingshotting you out of the basket. So if you keep that boom down nice and tight, it takes a lot of that sponginess out of it as well. While I'm in one of these, right, if I need a bit of height, I always like to start at the top. So I'll start with the top section, right, and I'll just take that top section up. Okay, now once that's got up, you still need more height. You can go to your middle section and you can start lifting that section up as well. All right, I'll just put you over the side there. Okay, so I find things are always a lot easier if you just do that top section first and then bring up the bottom section if you need it. Now, as I said, a few little tips to try and make things a little bit smoother. Let's just put that back over here. Now, what you've got to remember, especially when you've got more things extended, it can be a little slow to react. Now, people have a habit of just grabbing the slew lever and just pushing it. All right, let's speed that up a little bit. All right, so if you just grab that and push it, all right, it can take off in a sudden jerk. All right, all you don't need to go straight across, just push it slightly, and you can always increase the speed once you start moving. Now, while you're up here, always be aware of what's below you as well, especially if you do have other work crews in the area. All right, because you don't want to be dropping anything. You want to make sure everything down below you is well and truly barricaded off, because you don't want anyone walking into your area while you're working. Especially if you're in a structure, you may move the base of it and not have a good visual. Ideally, you should have a spotter there, but you want to make sure that area is well and truly barricaded off so that nobody can come into your area. All right, so it's pretty straightforward. All you need to do is go through one motion at a time and think about where you need to go as to how you're going to position things. So by lifting one section first and then the bottom section gives you more of a vertical. But what we'll do is I'll slew around to here. Okay. Now, if I needed to reach something out over in that direction, all right, if I can't drive any further, if you bring the base all the way up, and then you can lower the top section until it's vertical, and then you can extend that out as well. All right. So if I wanted to go down, all right, so I just want to lower the top section, and always be aware of everything that's below you. All right. Now I just want to stop there for a minute, and I just want to show you something. All right, now just below us, all right, I have that scaffold there. I need to go further out, but I don't want to hit that scaffold. So what I will do over this side, if I bring that basket up more so that it's more vertical, and then I can boom down more as well. If I keep going as I am, the basket's going to hit a lot sooner than it would if that basket was up higher. All right, so in order to do that, we'll come back over here. All right, so first thing we want to do is lift that basket up. All right, so if you get the basket near on vertical with that boom section, all right, so if we have another quick look down there, you'll be able to see that basket is near vertical with that boom section, right, which will then allow us to boom down. Now, just before you hit it, if you need to go further out, all we need to do then is extend the boom out further. So we'll have a look at that and we'll see what we've done. Okay, now if my basket was still down on the angle it was, I wouldn't have been able to get out over here because it would have hit the basket first. All right, now getting that basket in line with that boom is going to allow you to keep pushing it out on that angle without stressing too much about it. All right, so it's all about thinking about where you're going and what best way to position the boom in order to do it. We can make sure we get a good view while we're up here, have a look around. Okay, so rather busy there on the road for a Sunday. By thinking about what motion you want to do, it's going to assist you getting in and out of there without tying yourself in knots. So if you do have any further questions, just leave a message in the comments below and I'll try and answer it as soon as I can. All right, now if you like the content and you want to keep informed with some more information, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe and you'll get notified of any new videos that come out. Okay, thanks for your time.